What is going on, guys? Johnny on the track, back here with another video, back here from New Hampshire, which was awesome, an amazing experience. Upsetting that we didn't hit any bets at all. My goodness, that was brutal. Almirola looked good. I think he was the only guy that had anything for Truex. Bell was good, but he wasn't Truex. Keselowski was good, but things really just didn't align correctly. Maybe in those late restarts, if there was like 40 laps left, 30 laps left, and Truex just had taken two, and Keselowski was really the first car on four tires. But I don't know. It just happens like that sometimes. You gotta learn how to lose. And as much as we've won on this program, we've lost plenty of times as well. So it was frustrating, but an amazing opportunity to be with Live Fast Motorsports with BJ McLeod. I watched the race from the pit box, which was awesome to hear, like the spotter and the crew chief and BJ all communicating with each other, and then making the pit calls. It was really, really just an amazing experience. So if Live Fast is watching, and I'm sure they are, why wouldn't they be, right? Of course they watch Johnny on the track. If they are, thank you. Appreciate it. That was an awesome opportunity, and hope to do it again soon for sure. So New Hampshire's behind us. I guess that hurts me to say because I love New Hampshire, love that track, love that atmosphere. So that's tough to say, but it is behind us. And now this weekend, we have the tricky triangle, Pocono. Of course, some interesting facts here about Pocono. Ford only won one of the last 10 races here, and that was with Kevin Harvick in, I believe, the COVID year, or maybe it was 2017. When was that? Hold on one sec. It was the COVID year, 2020. Harvick won that race, and then the next day they had a doubleheader there. Denny Hamlin won. So if you look basically from 2017, Joe Gibbs Racing. So 2017, Kyle Busch wins. In 2018, it was Truex and Kyle Busch. 2019, Kyle Busch and Hamlin. 2020, obviously, I said was Harvick. 2020, right after was Hamlin. 2021, Alex Bowman won that. Joe Gibbs was still strong. And then 2021, Kyle Busch, Joe Gibbs won again. And last year, Joe Gibbs finished 1-2. They both got DQ'd, being Hamlin finished first. Busch finished second. They get DQ'd. Chase Elliott ends up winning, basically finishing third. So what I'm trying to get at is Joe Gibbs Racing has dominated this place, including Denny Hamlin. He has an amazing track record here. 6 wins total. He's been a beast, quite frankly. And so has Joe Gibbs Racing here. So a couple of facts going into this. Let's get into some of the bets here. So I'll start with Denny Hamlin. If you know anything about Pocono, you have to pick Denny Hamlin. I just mentioned 6 wins here. In Cup, he's just been a monster. He's been an absolute monster. I'm sure he's very, very frustrated. He's got a chip on his shoulder that he finished first and did not get credited the win. Him being DQ'd there. I think that is going to put a little edge to him this week, and I would not be surprised if he's in victory lane celebrating this win. I mean, Denny Hamlin and Pocono go hand in hand. There's just a reason he's dominated this track. He loves this track. And if you look at driver rating wise, he's the best in the field. So Hamlin, no doubt bet that you want to go with. Then I'm going to go with Kyle Busch. And I know he's not with Joe Gibbs Racing. I know he's with Richard Childress Racing, but he's your Auto Club winner, the only other track that's over 2 miles that we've raced at. He's a 7-time Pocono winner across all series. Look, there's not a lot of data to really help out here. Obviously, you can look at a track like Auto Club. We haven't been to Michigan yet, which is another one of these big tracks with high horsepower. You got to be good on the straightaways. That's how you build momentum and build speed. A lot of times these races come down to strategy, which Kyle Busch, what was it, 2 years ago, one on saving fuel, one on that strategy. Busch has won a lot of different ways here at Pocono. And he's coming off his worst weekend of the season at New Hampshire. I think he gets a really good result here. He easily bounces back at a favorable track for him and not Joe Gibbs, but a favorable track for him, I shall say. So yeah, look, and like I said, he was the best car at Auto Club when it mattered most. So, I think when you look at big tracks this season, flat tracks, which is what Pocono is, a very large flat track, Kyle Busch has been good at those. So Kyle Busch to win, like that bet. How about Trackhouse? Trackhouse, the team, another winner bet for me. Suarez, great track record here. Very, very good. And you look back at Auto Club, he and Chastain were very fast. Chastain probably had that thing wrapped up, if not for Kyle Busch getting a late charge in stage 3 and asserting himself. But Suarez, great track record. He's got a second place here. He had some good results when he was with Joe Gibbs Racing. Had a good result here last year. To me, this is Suarez's best track on the series. You can say what you want about him in road courses, but I mean, you look at some of the results here. Last year finished third. He's got a second place. He's got a 7th place. So Pocono is a very, very favorable track for Daniel Suarez. And I would not be surprised. I really would not, if we saw him celebrating in victory lane. I think he's going to have a fast car. I think this is his best chance at this point in the season to lock himself into the playoffs with a win. And then Chastain you have as well, betting, Trackhouse, the team. And then I've got Kevin Harvick. I got Kevin Harvick to win this thing. His name is calling me here. He's been really, really good at flat tracks this season. He was solid at Auto Club. I believe he was the 6th fastest car overall at Auto Club. And like I said, been very good at flatter tracks. You just saw what he did at New Hampshire, which again, I mean, it's tough to compare a 1 mile track to a huge over, I think, 2.5 mile track in Pocono. But the surface is quite similar, flatter track. And that's where Kevin Harvick has been pretty good. Phoenix, another track that, you've seen Harvick had success at. Like I said, only one win here for Kevin Harvick at Pocono. But this is about where Kevin Harvick, this point in the season, is about where he broke out last year. It was late summer. He won back-to-back races. Didn't have, obviously, the run in the playoffs that he wanted to. But Michigan, Richmond, back-to-back races, both Michigan, same thing, larger track, Richmond, flatter track. So, you put that stuff together. I think Kevin Harvick can catch fire here late in the season. And you got to figure that Kevin Harvick gets one more win in his final season. And I think Pocono would be a great track for him to get it done at. So those are the winner bets: Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, and then Trackhouse. I'm going to give out 2 top 10s. Ty Gibbs, I think, is a safe bet to finish top 10. Like I said, Gibbs has owned this track, and Ty came in here in his first Cup Series start last year, finished 16th. Didn't have a lot of time to practice, basically just hopped in the car and away he went, finished 16th. It says a lot about Joe Gibbs and what they can bring at this track. A kid that probably wasn't very confident going into this thing, probably just thought he would just ride the car around and learn and learn and learn. He did learn, but he finished well. So I think Ty Gibbs, being in the Gibbs camp, is a very safe bet to roll with this week. And then Eric Jones, top 10, I think is another safer bet, maybe a little bit more aggressive, but Jones, another guy, last year performed best on larger tracks, finished top 10 at all the 2+ mile tracks, Pocono, Auto Club, Michigan. And he's also coming off, I believe, Yeah, he's coming off. This is his best stretch of the season so far. He had 8th at Nashville, 16th at Chicago, 11th at Atlanta, 11th at New Hampshire. So and then before that, an 18th place at Gateway. Legacy Motor Club has been terrible, abysmal this season, but Eric Jones is, showed some flashes. I think this is a favorable track for Eric. Like I said, he was good here last year. He brought a fast car, finished 9th. I think at some point he was up around like running top 3. So Eric Jones here, I'm just looking quick. Yeah, he's when he was with Gibbs, 3rd place in 2020, 3rd place in 2019, in 2017 with Furniture Row, he had a 3rd place here. He had a 2nd place, a 5th place. He's got a lot of top 5s here at Pocono. So again, what I'm looking at a lot is track history. That's why I like Suarez. That's why I like Eric Jones. I think if you really want to throw down a huge wild card bet, maybe it is Eric Jones to win this thing. I don't think that's crazy. Let me see real quick as I fill some time here. I just want to check what the odds are. I haven't really looked much at the odds. I want to see them for Eric Jones. So for Eric Jones, plus 15,000. So I think definitely if you're looking for something crazy, that's something you go with. Daniel Suarez at plus 3,000, Harvick 1,500. Hamlin's obviously the favorite at plus 525. Then you get Kyle Busch at plus 600 for our bets. Truex also up there plus 550 and Larson at 750. Those kind of round out the top 4. And then let's see, can it go by team? Maybe not. Maybe I can't find team. That's okay. Like I said, I think if you want to throw something crazy out there, I do think Eric Jones is a good, kind of crazy wild card bet. Top 10 numbers, Ty Gibbs is plus 140 and Eric Jones right now plus 400. You have to lock that in and quick. Plus 400 top 10 for Eric Jones. I think that's a really good bet. So there they are. Kyle Busch to win, Kevin Harvick to win, Denny Hamlin to win, Trackhouse to win, and then your top 10s, Ty Gibbs and Eric Jones. Appreciate you guys watching. For all my bets, Johnny on the Track on Action Network, at JOTT_podcast on Twitter. If you're a first-time listener or watcher, definitely subscribe for more content. Want to hear what you guys think. As always, fans, what you guys think, put it in the comments. We'll go back and forth, brainstorm. Maybe there's something you're thinking that I'm not on and I want to change. So put those in the comments, then like this video. It goes a long way. And let's have a great weekend at Pocono. Always a fun track to watch. So thanks.